This type of situation, I just always assume everybody can hear everything.
That's honestly the best approach. But yeah,
I
hi
worked in
everyone.
broadcasting for a little while there. Oh, why not?
Hi everyone. You know me, I'm Shy, and I have a special guest, Red Pirate Dog.
Hello.
uh, I'm gonna do a monthly stream on the 22nd to see if swimming the Maiden Voyage is still possible. I, I found it fun when I did it the first time, and after seeing the whole stream notes stealing my thumbnail, got kinda annoyed, and I'm like, I wanna do it again, so I'm gonna start doing it monthly. I'm gonna try to have a special guest every month. Sometimes it's someone bigger, like Red Pirate Dog, sometimes it's just a random friend. But we're all here to just have fun. And Quadmob, I'll let Doug answer your question himself.
Wait, which question?
So, did Doug get any good news? I see they had an interview a few weeks
Oh, oh,
back.
oh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. No, not yet. I have had quite a few interviews, and some of them have gone pretty well, but the hiring process is just obscenely slow most of the time. So, no, not yet, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers for you, and I know many people in my community are, and just in the CFTs community.
Yeah, I'll definitely let everybody know
Mm-hmm.
when I eventually find a job, um, which is only a matter of time.
Yeah. I haven't asked you yet.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Is there anything that you remember from the Maiden Voyage that you're like, take that with you to the Sea of Thieves?
You look a little more
Like,
familiar, my friend. You must be on quite the journey. I should eat something if I were
What do you
you.
mean?
best
Full belly
example I
and
can
no
give you is
unriskier
Sea of
spirits.
Clues, the guy that's
Once you're
doing
on
a
board, though,
thing
we'll stay
about
talking.
indigo splash tails. He asked me to bring a indigo splash tail to the Sea of Thieves, so I did that. It's
There,
like
Oh,
anything
you're
that's
all ready.
obtainable during the Maiden Voyage I can bring to the Sea of Thieves, including the
Thieves.
old chest from the Pirate Lord. And if I bring that one, Mike
Those
Chapman
are
has some explaining
surprised.
to do.
These days they call me the
yeah,
Pirate Lord.
So if
And I
there's anything
discovered
that
that
you're
it
would be
like,
once I was
impressive.
just a bold
take that with
explorer
you,
like
I'll
you.
take it with me.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'll let you know when anything pops in my head before you leave.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the skeleton where you grab your sword from, when they were first doing the Maiden Voyage, I was like, they had you grab it out of the tree, and I think it does like a jump. Doesn't it jump at you when you
Yeah.
pull it out?
It like tries to
Yeah,
get
there it
you.
goes. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. So I played the Maiden Voyage when it was on Insiders and it was super new.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is awesome. It would be really cool if when you took because at the time the sword was just stuck in the skeleton.
Yeah.
I was like, it'd be really cool if you did like a jump thing or a jump scare thing where when you go to pull the sword out, like it tries to kill you. But it's possible they had that planned anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and they just hadn't added it yet. And it's just a coincidence because it does seem kind of obvious. But I don't know. I like to think that maybe I had an influence on that one. Or probably 1,000 other people have the same idea too, but whatever.
I mean, you say that it's obvious, but sometimes the most obvious things are the things they don't think about.
Yeah, you never know. That's why they want feedback on it. Anything's possible. Yeah, Q mop. Yeah, some jobs do take months.
Yep.
In my line of work, I'd say the hiring process probably averages 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. With the occasional exception, but not usually. It's rare because I'm doing at least 3 rounds of interviews, and like next Friday I've got a third interview, and then next week I've got 2 more first interviews. You just gotta work the system, put out a lot of applications, do a lot of interviews. You find one eventually. It's like dating, you know. You just got to get out there and meet people. You know, you got to hang out with them 2, 3 times and decide if you want to make a commitment. It's a nightmare, but you get through it if you put in the effort.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I'm told. But yeah, it'll all fall through, or it'll all come together. What sucks is right after I lost my job, like a week and a half later, I got really really close and a fantastic job, like really close. I actually had 2 jobs in the first 2 weeks that came down to me or one other candidate, but I didn't get it. Yeah, it's a heartbreaker. They both paid a buttload too, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
There, now you look like a true pilot. There's plenty more to see, so why not?
The one job, this is a few months ago. I like manage this pretty specific piece of marketing software, and they needed somebody with experience in it. I do the first few rounds of the interviews. They're loving me. It's going great. We get down to it. They're like, "Well, it's down to one of you. You or one other candidate. We'll let you know." Turns out, so it's a flooring company. Turns out this guy had the other candidate had the exact same experience basically that I do in this piece of software they need us to manage, and he knew the flooring industry. What are the chances?
Ah, darn it. Yeah, what
I
are the
mean, I must have been the
chances?
only guy in the country. But you know, hey, that dude's a great fit for that job.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he's probably gonna crush it. I don't know anything about the flooring industry, which is fine. It got me this far in life without knowing about the flooring industry.
I never tried. So I never tried to see if I can do it without having to raise the mast. Now it's just a lot of clicking.
Are you trying to fill up the ship?
Yep. This ship has to sink because the last 2 times I did it, this ship is special. It can take damage, and it's also the ship that when you try to swim away from it, you get black screened and teleported back to it.
Right,
But
right.
once it respawns, it's actually a different ship. But filling up a ship from the ocean, you also know that probably it's not the most fun thing to do.
Yeah, I did not know that there were. I didn't know you had to do that extra step. I'm learning a lot.
Like, when I originally did it, you actually had to sink the second ship via holes too, but that's also gone. Once this sinks, I can swim.
That's good. So if you just started swimming now with black screen
Yeah,
back to the loop.
I can actually show you if you want.
No, I black screened it before because I've tried exploring too far.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't realize, yeah, but I never actually tried to swim that direction.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's only one idiot that has tried it, and that's me.
Yeah, well, you're a pioneer out
Yeah?
there doing breaking pirate science.
Yeah, Quadmop, I didn't know where to put my cam for CFTs. That's like my biggest issue. Also, the benefit with this stream now and you being here, now you can also see the quality of my streams. But yeah, in general, it's like nice that you are looking for jobs and that you have a few that you might get. I'm like really crossing my fingers.
Oh yeah, I've got nibbles. It's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. And it's also nice that you have like this positive spirit.
Yeah, that's the only way to look at a job hunt. You just gotta attack it. There's
I mean,
nothing you can do.
it's really looking at life.
Well, sure, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I apply that level of optimism and confidence to my entire life, but I definitely do with job hunts. I'm actually generally really good at finding a job. That's why I wasn't that surprised when I got real close on a couple of jobs within 2 weeks.
Okay.
I got real close. Oof. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, for me, I currently don't have a job due to health issues like massive strength loss. But the job that I used to do, I would be able to get a job like pretty much instantly because there's a shortage. There was
Oh, nice.
there was retirement care, so I'll have to re-educate myself for a different job due to the strength loss, and I've like already decided I'm gonna go for teacher,
Yeah.
primary school. And the fun thing about that in the Netherlands is there's also a shortage on that. So
Yeah. There you
yeah,
go. That's definitely the way to, yeah, just figure out something there's a shortage of.
and then you also like. That's also big.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you definitely want both.
Mm-hmm. I think my ship is nearly sunk. I know once it reaches the map table it takes a lot longer. But I can hear it creak.
Yeah, should be pretty close. I can see it riding lower.
I'm also really honored, like Mike invited me to the guild with you, Mike, Kaitsu, and a few others. I'm like, yay, I feel special.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to mess with that stuff too much yet.
The really unfortunate bit though is I also have my own guild, and it's like you can only sail under one guild, and I wish that you could just say pledge the ship to all three guilds.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they.
Add that in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be tweaking it over time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, right now it's like, obviously I'm gonna sail under my guild, but it's like I also want to help Mike's guild, and it's like, decisions.
Yeah.
That said, Fang and I single-handedly raised my guild to level 3 already.
Nice.
which once you mess with it, you'll see is extremely slow to do.
Yeah, I that's what I heard. But I'm sure, the idea is you've got multiple crews
Yeah,
going
it's
all the
like
time.
the idea is you do it with 24 people together.
Yeah. But yeah, it is kind of cool, kind of a make your own faction.
Mm-hmm. And then next month it's gonna be the Siren Skull, which
Yes, that looks like a lot of fun.
I'm excited for it, and it's like part of me wonders, like, I hope that it is obtainable enough in like the servers that you guys have for Race of Legends, because if it is obtainable enough, it would be cool seeing it potentially used in a race.
Yeah, it would be cool. The
But it
thing
all,
is, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of the world events on like a random rotation with the Kraken and the
yeah,
Ford, etc. And like, which means, yeah, you could probably get one if you were to grind world events on the same server for long enough,
but
but
that's
like,
not doable.
that's no
Like,
way to live.
yeah,
But it is a nice. It would be cool though to have uh, like a chest that we could put on one or both of the ships to mark them. That'd be pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
Or a way to make, obviously set some type of waypoint for them. Yeah, if we could force world events to happen, we
That
could do
would
all
be,
kinds of cool stuff.
yes. Just imagine a forced world event where it's like, oh, you sail too far out of bounds, Kraken spawns. Stuff like that would be so cool.
Well, yeah, yeah. I would turn off the Kraken, and then I don't
Yeah.
know, like it could be cool if we could control whether or not the fort was active.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that could be fun.
Like I remember when the adventure was going on with the sea forts, that we went out of the way to put up those beacons, and it kind of added atmosphere, which was like cool to see.
Oh yeah, those are really cool. Yeah, it'd be awesome if they added the like, yeah, kind of a faction control to different parts of the map. A lot of people have talked about it, but like, yeah, when they did that adventure, they had like all the mechanics
Can you check?
for how to do that exact thing right there. And people were
Mm-hmm.
just like, just leave this one in. Just let
Thank
us
you,
keep
Bisco,
doing
for the
this.
2 gifted
Even
subs.
if there wasn't
Appreciate
stuff
it.
attached to it, even if it was just, kind of a role play thing for fun, it
Yeah,
would still have been cool.
like I've heard people mention that it would be cool to do that with the Hourglass, where if you choose to just defend on the same server, that you could raise those beacons to get extra points.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Especially if you could temporarily abandon your ship and make that sea fort your spawn point.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe your ship literally sinks. It's like a scuttle. But, and if you go anywhere else and you get a mermaid, it takes you back. But it's like a timer.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so much fun.
There's
Because
lots
like,
of
and I mean, you
potential.
can do the same with the regular forts for that matter.
Yeah.
Like those things are so awesome and they're so carefully created and everything. But like, the only ones that ever defend them are skeletons that can't hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a waste.
Oh, my ship is starting to do the shakies.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Bisco,
Yeah, he just
for the
gave
gifted sub.
he gave 2 gifted subs, one to Quadmob and one to you.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you.
Disco, Dread Pirate Dog says thank you.
Okay.
I'll be
It's
honest
got to
though,
be getting to be close by now.
Hmm?
The sloop, it's got to be getting pretty close.
It must be. But like I said, once it reaches map table, it feels like it takes. I can board my ship. There we go. Once it reaches that point, it feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
Like, it really is noticeable that this is a special ship. So for me, in terms of jobs, I'm actually kind of stressed because having to re-educate myself at like, I'm now 27, 28 next year. And it's like, it's stressful. But I'm also waiting because I've been now officially been put on the waiting list for surgery. So I first want that behind me.
There you go.
It finally sank. Woohoo! And now it's waiting for it to despawn, and then I can just enable auto run, and that's it.
Nice.
Like, the thing that takes the most time, I think, in the entire swimming the Maiden Voyage thing that I did do, is sinking the ship.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna. This is also always funny. It just pops back in, done. That's new.
Just starts existing.
That is new, that it spawns the barrels.
Yeah.
I just got black screened. That's also new. I'm concerned. Let's see. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Rare.
This might be a short swim.
Might be. Oh no. Please say they didn't fix that. I'll need to start doing a daily petition to unfix it then. Oh no. Must still be possible, right? Like I said, I haven't tested it in season 10 yet. I know it worked last time I did it during season 9. Let's see, is it the ship that's the issue? Or did they fix it? As that's the thing, like, I thought they intentionally fixed it, but it might have been an accidental fix kind of deal, just like how the invisible barriers are just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that type of thing happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ship can take damage, good. Yep. That's a good sign. Then it might just be that I have to sail a little bit through the barrier. I'll take this with me.
Might as well.
Yeah, I always think it's more interesting to see if it's still possible, like live research, instead of me trying it beforehand and being like, oh, it's not possible, everything goes downhill now. It's like, it's part of the
Yeah,
fun.
no, this is definitely more interesting.
I should
I
be
agree.
past that barrier. Okay.
Ooh, that was quick.
Uh-huh. I am concerned.
Yeah.
This will make it so that I am the only person to ever be able to do it then, if it's no longer possible.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah. Nobody else is going to be doing it.
I'm gonna see if it's like a case of I have to be past this ship. it might also be the case that it is because I didn't repair the mast. That's the thing. Because you're like supposed to repair mast, lower sails, repair anchor, like all that kind of stuff. They may have fixed it. Oops. Oh no. Mike felt threatened with me saying that I'll take the old sailor chest to the Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you have a drink with you, but Bisco redeemed hydrate.
Yeah. Good reminder for all of us.
Yep. It's like one of my cheapest channel point redemptions is hydrating. Oh no. Where is it gonna spawn me? As it is interesting to see that the ship is still a different type of ship. The one that can take damage.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Like, you definitely got a different type of ship the second time.
Which...
Which is interesting in and of itself.
I lost my ship. It also looks like the fog is back. Let's see what happens. I'm still hopeful, as I'm not getting black screened now.
Yeah.
After another swim on. But the fog being there is slightly different. I may have broken the Maiden Voyage this time.
Uh-oh.
The one thing I do find really interesting with me doing this the first time or the second time is it doesn't matter how you leave the Sea of Thieves, it will always do the pan out as if it's not broken. Like when I swam it, it centers the camera on the player and then zooms out. Well, if you have a ship, it centers it on the ship and then zooms out, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
I am getting further away. I see my ship. New ship.
Oh, wow.
Now I wonder, will it black screen me once I get close to the ship and just spawn me on it? Or... One thing I'm also amazed with the Maiden Voyage. Seeing how Rare loves to use the Shrouded Ghost in like all the promos and such. That it isn't the Shrouded Ghost that's attacking you during the Maiden Voyage.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think it would be extremely funny if they would have done that. I also know that a lot of people would get mad because of it.
Yeah, somebody would.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Lyra. Oh, the invisible walls are back.
Oh.
Let's see, how deep do I have to go? I think I went under it. Don't drown. Because I didn't account for the invisible walls being back. Yeah, I'm under the invisible wall.
Are you getting through it?
Hmm? What did you say?
Oh, are you still getting through though?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're getting closer.
Yeah, I'm no longer jittery. Um, when
Okay.
when I did this the very first time, all of the triggers for like the Kraken spawning, the Megalodon spawning, they all had an invisible wall. Which I figured out back then, they only extend quite deep under the water, but not all the way.
Oh, so you can swim under them.
Yep. Which is
Nice.
exciting.
Yeah.
Like, when I first discovered this, I was so happy that this was possible. It's like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, they should really hire you to work in QA.
I've already said to so many people, I would be a perfect QA tester because I attract bugs. And when I find a bug, I always try to push the limit of the bug. And I enjoy it. It just, finding a QA job is insanely difficult because no company ever seems to be looking for QA.
Oh, yeah, no, not usually.
And then there's now one that is looking for a QA position, and it is QA analysis, which you need like advanced math. Oh my god, I can't speak. But yeah, advanced math, and it's like, yeah, I can't do that. I have my limits.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, that's rough.
Let's see, is my chest still here? Mike Chapman, you are lucky this time. I'm not taking the chest, it seems like. Taking a chain shot. Actually, I should grab food if the invisible walls are back. Unfortunately, all the other chest despawn, which I can now remember for next time to leave it on the island.
Right.
Also, I just casually start talking to you, but for the people that don't know who you are in my chat, do you mind like telling them more about yourself, like who you are, what you do, like what you do in the CFTs community and such?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I do. I guess two main things these days. I do the Race of Legends, which is a cooperative obstacle course set in Sea of Thieves, and I do the Festa Legends, which is an annual in-person Sea of Thieves convention in Columbus, Ohio, returning 2024.
And
Yeah, that's most of it.
mhm.
I stay busy.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Lyra, Bisco.
We've been doing the Race of Legends for almost 5 years.
And Fest of Legends you started last year, right?
Yeah, we're doing the second year of that this coming summer.
Ooh,
And
the Megalodon.
yeah, Race of Legends will be 5 years in November.
And for those people wondering how I met Doug, originally I was just watching Race of Legends, and the first ever race I watched, I entered the giveaway that Doug did for the Obsidian Capstone. I also won that one. That was like the first time ever I entered the giveaway for it, and I immediately won it. And after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna message Doug and see if they need help with Race of Legends, like setup or whatever. I'll I'll put myself available. For a while, Doug didn't reply because obviously he's busy, and being annoying that I am sometimes, I kept bugging him, and at some point he did give me a chance, and I've been loving helping out ever since, and I do miss the times of the spreadsheets, but I feel like the only one day.
Yeah, no, I don't. Never do any post-stack complex again. Well, the crappy part about it is that obviously Mike was a huge part of designing the course,
Mm-hmm.
and there were only really a couple of us that really understood it inside and out.
Yeah.
And you really have to understand that thing to set it up. And then Mike, I mean, it's not his fault, but Mike ended up having to work almost every Saturday for like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, the 8 months we were using that course. Um, and then Kaitsu ended up working a lot on Saturdays too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was the only one there that had actually built the course, and that was a challenge.
That was
So cool.
unfortunate for you, but extremely lucky for me.
Well, yeah, we would have needed we would have needed you there either way because we need hands for doing
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
But that
But
was the
yeah,
season
no,
I joined.
it was very challenging work
It
at the time.
was. But it one of the reasons I'm biased towards this season is that was also the first season I helped out with. So I've always been
Yeah,
biased towards this season.
yeah, yeah. That one was pretty unusual. But we've done a lot of crazy stuff over the years, different obstacles. But we always have the fortress.
Yeah. Speaking of the fortress, I don't know if you wanna like talk about it much or anything, but will the fortress guardian or island guardian ever return?
Oh, oh, great question. I have no idea. I thought it was a fun mechanic.
I thought it was a good
Um,
mechanic too because sometimes the gap between the first and second ship is so big where it's like obvious who's gonna win, and it was a good way to shorten the gap every so often.
yeah, I think it almost might work better in a bigger area because the Island Guardian did tend to get sword tornadoed down pretty quickly most of the
Mm-hmm.
time. But it was still a lot of fun, and it did slow the leading crew down at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think it might even work better on like a seaport or something like that. But
Yeah.
injecting a little, it's basically PVE at that point into it. But yeah, Island Guardian's a lot of fun. I wanted to do it myself when I came up with the idea,
Yeah.
but there's no way that could work. I have too many other things to do. It's a
True.
shame though, because it looks fun.
It does look fun. I know last time it was. I think the last one was Fang, and it was just exciting to watch him do it.
Yeah, Fang did it a couple of times. Yep, and Nuggly did it a few times. Um, yeah, it must have been fun because they both wanted to keep doing it.
I also want to say thank you because thanks to you, I've now. This is the third month that I'm signing up for Cutlass Crusades, like helping out. And it's
Nice.
actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
you
is
guys are great.
extremely different though than like Race of Legends. It's like two
Oh yeah.
complete other worlds, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, like they've developed their own systems and their own
Mm-hmm.
ways of doing all the different stuff. Like how fast they count the loot in between rounds is amazing.
Oh yeah.
The whole way they've integrated their website is really cool. Yeah, their things like totally different, but it's freaking cool. They
Mm-hmm.
do a great job.
And I also love that
Uh,
both events just do it for charity. That it's like not for personal gain or something. It's like just focus on charities, and that's amazing.
yeah, they exclusively focus on
Mm-hmm.
charities, which is amazing. And yeah, we're mostly just doing it for fun at the end of the day. But yeah,
Yeah.
they've raised an astounding amount of money for charity. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they just keep raising more all the time, hitting bigger and bigger numbers. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Uh, my swim is almost over. I don't know if there's anything you still want to say or
Oh,
so. Apparently, yeah, like
um,
these two rocks mark the end of the swim.
wow. That did not take as long as I thought it would.
Yeah, I actually thought it was gonna take longer too.
I guess now that I think about it, though, the boat doesn't really move that fast.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
and like I
it
said,
feels like it is because there's stuff happening, but
mm-hmm. And the thing that takes the longest of this entire swim is actually sinking the ship, which
yeah, you're right.
which is ironic.
Yeah, yeah, it takes longer. The way they work the buckets when you're bailing into a ship is really really tough. Only a tiny portion of your water actually fills the ship when it's
Mm-hmm.
working like that.
At least
Versus
from the
obviously would
ocean.
take way more out if you were bailing.
Yep. But if you bail from a ship onto another ship, it is the same amount. I do like that.
Yeah, that is cool. And that does work well for skelly ships
It
sometimes too.
does.
Yep. Have you ever sunk skelly ships with the crying chest?
Yes. I've
Yeah,
also
that's a great way.
not sunk a skelly ship with a chest of rage, but I did get a chest of rage once involved in sinking a skeleton ship.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure the thing was just on fire at all times.
That thing
Um,
works. I mean, that'll work great. It'll definitely get them eventually. But boy, the crying chest, you can sink a whole fleet in what, 10 minutes?
it makes me wonder how the new crank chest will work for it. Oh, this time I'm not in frame.
Well, that is an interesting idea.
This time I wasn't in frame at all during the zoom out.
Huh. Weird.
But I'm happy to say it's still possible.
Yeah, it can be done. You proved it.
Season 10, swimming is still possible. Woo!
Check. Yeah,
Yeah,
this was fun.
it was. It's also nice to just have someone to chat to. And
Yeah,
thank you for being the first guest ever on
thanks for
this.
having me. An honor.
I also want to say one thing to my chat quickly. Be sure to, if you have the funds, obviously, and you like what you saw, or you like the idea of like Race of Legends and such, and you can spare a few dollars, please go to the GoFundMe for Doug. He really deserves all the help he can get.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, if you can't spend it, obviously makes sense. But even just sharing the link with people does help a lot. So,
It doesn't.
hmm?
Oh yeah, no, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Yep.
Yeah. That said, is there anything else you want to say or mention?
No, not really. We got a Curse of Legends coming up soon. I'll be announcing that on Twitter and Discord in the next couple of days here.
Yeah, so you all should keep an eye out on Doug's Twitter. or mine, I'll probably retweet it. So, and if you are not part of my Discord yet, link is down in the description. Is the Race of Legends Discord public? It is, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Do you have a link for it that I can quickly post for people that want to watch races?
Yeah, I can. I think I can DM you one. Let's see.
About an hour is a swim. Well, it's the entire Maiden Voyage. Interesting.
There you go.
There we go. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord of the Race of Legends, I just linked it. Again, Dog is an amazing human being. I've had the pleasure of doing Race of Legends stuff with him. He's fun to work with. And he's also my first special guest, and I am extremely honored that he agreed to do this.
Thank
So,
you
yeah.
for having me. I appreciate it. Your timing's impeccable. Got me done just before the 1 o'clock football games kick off. Very impressive.
Yeah. I didn't know
Nicely
it was
done.
going to
Well,
be
I'll
this
leave you to-
short.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, thank you very much for having me. I'll let you get back to the rest of your stream.
This was a stream.
Oh, that's the whole stream. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
great.
yeah.
Wow, we did it.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Score.
I'll see if I can raid anyone. Unless you know anyone that's live that you should raid those.
Oh,
Them?
I have no idea.
No, okay.
I haven't even looked.
That's what the glitchiness might have been.
I only know who's live on Saturday afternoons,
Understandable.
which is not that many people, by the way.
I'm gonna raid Reaper Red Cap them. I've sailed
Yeah,
with
there
him
you
a
go.
few
That's
times.
cool.
He's
I know
quite
him.
nice.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the rating isn't showing up for me.
Hmm.
Twitch, you never fail to amaze me.
It's always some.
It's showing on the website version, so that works. Oh, and apparently I had Twitch drops on. Cool. I didn't even know.
It's not joke for me.
Anyway, I'll see y'all another day. And thank you all for being here. And again, thank you, Doug, for being here too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.